Is Tesla secretly working on world domination? What is Tesla's involvement in blockchain and crypto? How does all this affect Tesla stock? I'll answer those questions and more for you right now. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we will cover Elon's biggest regret. So what is he seeing that seems unlikely to us? And what is his secret agenda? And how will this affect Tesla stock and the crypto markets? And if you want to be part of this community, real people looking to gain real wealth together, go ahead and subscribe, hit that little notifications bell, and while you're down there, go ahead and hit the like button as well. Hey, we're just creating our own community of cool kids, and anyone can be one. Look at me. So what is Elon's biggest regret? Elon has stated in the past that he hates the fact that he took Tesla public. Just look at SpaceX. I don't think we will ever see it publicly traded. He has kind of a love-hate relationship with the public exchanges. Of course, he loves to raise capital through them, like he did just a few months ago, but he has a lot of things that he hates as well. Basically because as a publicly traded company, you're required to disclose a lot more and you're subject to a lot more scrutiny. And there's a ton of regulatory hoops that you have to jump through and a bunch of additional rules that you have to, basically follow when you're running a publicly traded company. I don't think Elon's very good at following the rules. And all that stuff in the end can be completely avoided by staying private. And then he can say whatever the heck he wants on Twitter. And you want more proof that he'd prefer taking Tesla private again? We all remember his infamous tweet about taking Tesla private last time. This one where he said he is considering taking Tesla private at $420, funding secured. He would later add that shareholders would have the option to sell at $420 or become private shareholders, adding that the company would just create a special purpose fund enabling them to remain investors, which is basically the same way he has SpaceX set up. Now, I know you all are saying, so what? What's the big deal? Who cares? And what does blockchain or cryptocurrency have to do with all this? Just stick with me here. We have to look a little deeper and kind of tie things together, however you do that. Yeah. He is a visionary, right? So what is he seeing that we can't? Oh, and before I forget, to the commenter who commented about my hair being a little too long last time, maybe a little frothy if you want to go that route. Notice it's cut. I won't call out who it was. I'll just say it was in my last video. And if you look in the comments, you may or may not find it, but I won't call him out. I think it's reasonable to assume that Elon sees things before the rest of us. It is part of being a visionary. I can assure you for the vast majority of us, what Elon said 15 years ago would have been a joke. We all collectively would have said, yeah, right, that's just clickbait. No way. We just would have thrown it out as just a pipe dream or just a guy talking trying to promote his company. But now we staunchly defend against anyone who doesn't see that he made this future into a reality. So when Elon says he's a believer in crypto, it tells you something. He sees the future there. Maybe not with Bitcoin or a specific one. He kind of likes to tweet about a lot of them. But in the overall concept and mechanisms of cryptocurrency. And does Elon not plan way ahead of demand? So when I see hints of interest from him, I take note. And no matter how you think Elon is going to move Tesla forward, it's a fair bet, and I'd say a likely bet, that his vision is far grander than any of us can imagine. So let's highlight a few of his moves that have flown under the radar this year. They seem innocent, even trivial at times, and it makes you think something like, oh, that's just Elon exploring. He's just, doing his thing. But I believe he is far more calculated than that, and there is no way he is just exploring random ideas. For instance, Tesla just applied for a power generation license in the UK with suggestions that it may move into the virtual power plant market. There are other indications that it's just going to be a large-scale battery storage project like the one out in Australia. Tesla already has an auto bidder platform allowing automated energy trading by smaller firms making money from distributed batteries and real-time trading. Oh, and he's connected to that Peter Thiel guy, right? The guy's responsible for PayPal. You guys ever heard of it? Another futuristic, revolutionary idea at the time that changed the way we transferred money. I remember when it came out, it was like, what is this? This can't be real, it's a scam, it's a hoax, it's something else. But now we pay with PayPal and all kinds of other things like PayPal. So Peter's building a Bitcoin factory in Texas. Maybe like someone else we know who might be building something in Texas, maybe be announced this month. Maybe. You guys really think that's coincidence? But wait, there are a few other clues as well. Tesla's Gigafactory in China has started utilizing blockchain-based logistics in their production there. Why has this not gotten more attention? The answer is simple, and there's really two parts to it. The first, it won't get clicks or views, so why report on it? That's the simple truth in a nutshell when it comes to all media. The reason why we see so much negativity in the news is that it gets clicks or views. Sure, the occasional feel-good story goes viral, but that's typically the aberration. They know when they run a positive story, it's not gonna get the same views as when they run a negative story. But what you don't realize is you're actually voting for it via two different ways. First, we vote with our wallet. If you don't pay, they will move on to something else quickly. Ever wonder why the quality of products overall continues to go down? 50 years ago, if you sold a bad quality product, people refused to buy it. It's why refrigerators made from 50 years ago are still running today. It's just what the consumer demanded. But today's refrigerators only last 2 to 5 years before components start to break. And oh yeah, just like a car, those components are designed to break. If they want it to last longer, they could make it last longer. But we vote with our wallets. And our wallets say, put a new bell or whistle on it, and we will not only buy, we'll pay more. Gotta love consumerism. It's awesome, isn't it? The second way we vote is what we view and click on, or in what you like. So don't forget to like the video. You ever wonder why there are so many articles and stories about the Kardashians? Because they get clicks. It's not just a group of crazy fans who click and watch and consume all of it. It's a lot of people well beyond that group. Even if those people are just clicking just to see how crazy or ridiculous they are, or to criticize, or to leave nasty comments down in the comments section, they're still feeding the beast. And in the end, creating more demand. So you want to see less of them? Just start liking my videos and subscribe to me and other guys like me, and we'll start filling up your feed. Or just stop clicking on their stuff. That may actually do it too, if I'm being honest. The second reason is that blockchain is either misunderstood or the average person really isn't sure what it is and how it can be utilized. If I could say the word utilized. Look, this is all still relatively new and it's not really mainstream. I'm not even sure there's a lot of journalists out there who even really know what it is, much less to be able to write an intelligent story about it. So those two things kind of keep it, underground for now. So what ties the UK license, the Autobidder platform, potential gigafactories, and Tesla starting to utilize blockchain for logistics all together? It's utilizing blockchain's potential to tie all the various business interests of Tesla together and having cryptocurrency as its form of transferring the money between all of it. And Elon's on record saying crypto is the future. And Elon loves Dogecoin. I learned about that too. Pretty neat, I guess. Not sure. Might be a joke. So you tell me, is it completely out of the realm of possibility Tesla will not only start using blockchain more in its logistics, which is being successfully piloted right now in Shanghai, which, oh by the way, has shortened cargo release time and makes transport and transfer of these goods a lot easier from what's being reported, and spreading it out to include payment with crypto and utilizing blockchain throughout their logistics processes. Basically, it would redefine, disrupt, upend, and completely change the way goods and energy are utilized and paid for. Nope, doesn't sound like anything Tesla or Elon would be interested in. Nope, they're slow and boring like Ford. And that was sarcasm, by the way, for those of you who aren't familiar with my channel and like to run to the comments and comment before you get to the end of the video. Come on, come be part of the cool kids, come on. The new cool kids, the kids that weren't cool a long time ago, we're cool now. So what is his secret agenda? And how would it affect Tesla stock and the crypto market? I'll let you guys in on a secret. His super secret agenda is to grow my channel to 3.3 trillion subscribers. So he really wants you guys to subscribe and like the video. He really told me that, unofficially, of course. What? He can't tweet that out. He might get in trouble with the SEC again. What are you guys trying to do? You trying to tank Tesla stock? Jeez, man. All right, back to his other agenda. This is where it gets a little speculative, as we are just too early in all this and there's no real way to know how in the world all this will turn out. But I want to give you what I think is the most likely scenario in regards to how this affects Tesla stock and the crypto market in general. First, we'll cover the crypto market. Think for a second about all the businesses and industries Tesla is involved with. Everything ranging from cars to semis to solar, energy trading, and a host of other businesses, all of which have some sort of connection or synergy involved. Now, think of the logistics piece behind all of this. The suppliers who supply each part of the vehicle, solar panels, global transportation of all those parts, vehicles, and solar panels after they're completed, the industrial machines and the associated pieces and keeping them running, the buildings, the factories, everything needed for all of them, from light bulbs to doors and everything in between. Then think about all the software updates, the exchanges, and all the other platforms in the digital realm that are to come. And all of that will be pushed out all over the globe over multiple networks that have their own logistics tail that have to be managed and serviced. Now imagine all of that and more, because I know I'm missing a bunch. Please don't blast me down in the comments. Now imagine all of that on a global scale, utilizing a cryptocurrency of some sort to transfer and process the trillions, with a T, of transactions that will happen with this sort of scale and size. What does that sort of demand do to cryptocurrency? And thinking even bigger, how does it fundamentally change the finance and banking landscape? Did someone say disruption earlier? They like disruption? This would be disruption beyond what you and I can comprehend. Well, at least what I can comprehend, because I went to public school and I really sucked in school. But what would this do to Tesla stock? I actually think it has two potential impacts. With the early success of utilizing blockchain for logistics with the Shanghai factory, if they were able to apply it across all the other lines of business and they produce similar results, not only will Tesla be one of the largest companies in the world, it would also be the most efficient. It is nearly impossible to be the biggest and the most efficient. It just doesn't happen. But in this case, it does happen. So in this scenario, the stock price would obviously go up significantly. But how much? I believe this is where ARK Invest comes up with their 22K possibilities for Tesla stock. But I think I can make a case for an even bigger share jump than that, given how deep this could go. You upend the logistics world and the banking system, I'm not sure you can put a limit on how high the share price can go. But that opens the door for the second possibility, which would be Elon taking Tesla private again, utilizing cryptocurrency as a way to make the transition happen. Before you scoff at that too much, remember, he is a visionary and views the SEC and others as a hindrance to him making Tesla better. And he's used to people scoffing at him. Everything he is doing today was scoffed at 15 years ago. So why is it now it's so far out of the realm of possibility for him to try to take them private again? No more run-ins with the SEC, a lot less regulation, the ability to enter into agreements and make other decisions that publicly traded companies just cannot do. And did I mention no more SEC? If this truly is part of his vision and it comes true, nothing is out of the realm of possibility. And this is what makes Tesla so exciting to invest in. Something that seems so far-fetched and just out there is actually not with Elon and Tesla. And if you want to know why I see an opportunity to pile into Tesla coming quickly, click this video right here to get that information. Thanks.